Today, I am going through the DOYO 270-degree gaming steering wheel with pedals, showing the product page and talking about how it actually feels to use day to day. You will find a link to purchase this and other models at a discount in the description below the video. You can place your order right now. For technical reasons, I cannot show you fresh footage of the physical wheel or an unboxing, so you will mostly see a screencast with the product photos, specs, and my usual settings. The goal is simple: to decide whether this wheel is worth your money or if you should skip it.
Did you know that the best discounts on Amazon last only a few hours? That's why I launched 2 channels where I publish the highest discounts on Amazon products in real time every day. Follow the link in the description and subscribe to our Threads and Telegram channels right now to consistently save money on your everyday purchases.
On the main product page, you can see the basic idea. It is a compact 270-degree gaming steering wheel from DOYO with a separate pedal set and built-in dual vibration motors. It is marketed as a PC racing wheel with wireless connectivity, aimed at casual racing games and lighter sim titles. The photos show a plastic housing, a medium-sized rim, and a simple 2-pedal unit for brake and accelerator. This already tells you this is not trying to compete with heavy, metal sim racing gear. It sits clearly in the budget category. Looking closer at the wheel, you can see the layout of the buttons around the center hub. There are standard face buttons, a D-pad style control, and extra function keys for mode switching, sensitivity, and vibration control. In use, the plastic shell feels light and a bit hollow, which is normal at this price. The rubberized grips on the sides give just enough texture so your hands do not slide around, but they do not feel premium. After longer sessions, the rim can start to feel a bit toy-like compared to more serious wheels, but for arcade racers, it is fine. Mounting is always important with budget wheels. On the product images, you see suction cups on the base and usually a small clamp system. In real use, this means you need a smooth, flat desk to get a decent hold. If your desk has texture or is not perfectly clean, the wheel can come loose when you turn hard. For gentle driving and kids, this is okay, but if you like aggressive drifting, the mounting system is a weak point. I often had to press the base back down and retighten it between races. The pedal set in the photos is basic, and that is exactly how it feels. Both pedals are plastic, hinged from the top with light springs. The travel is short and the resistance is low, especially on the brake, so you do not get a very precise modulation for serious sim racing. For casual use, it works, and it's still better than playing with only a gamepad trigger when you want a more driving-like posture. Just don't expect heavy, realistic brake feel here. Setting the wheel up on PC is straightforward. You plug in the receiver, power on the wheel, and follow the pairing instructions shown in the manual and on the listing images. Windows usually detects it as a generic game controller, and then you fine-tune it in the game settings. Rotation is limited to 270 degrees, so you need to set each game accordingly. In most arcade-style racers, you can pick a low steering lock and it feels natural, but in sims that expect 900 degrees, you will feel the difference. In-game, the experience matches the advertised dual vibration motors. There is no true force feedback, only rumble effects that trigger on collisions, curbs, and sometimes engine revs. For the price, this is expected, but it's important to understand. You will not feel detailed load changes or weight transfer. You mostly get basic feedback that adds a bit of immersion. The steering resistance comes from a centering spring, which means the wheel recenters quickly, but feels somewhat elastic and not very realistic. Wireless use is convenient. Not having a thick cable running across the desk makes setup cleaner and easier to store after a session. On the other hand, if you sit farther from the receiver or have a lot of wireless devices nearby, you can occasionally notice small input delays or missed inputs, especially tiny corrections around center. It's not game-breaking in arcade titles, but if you are very sensitive to latency, this may bother you over time. Where this wheel makes more sense is as an entry-level option. For someone moving from pure keyboard or gamepad controls and just wanting more immersion in games like Need for Speed, Forza-style arcade modes, or simple truck simulators, it does the job. The wheel gives you a more natural steering motion, the pedals get your feet involved, and the vibration adds a bit of fun. For kids and casual players, the lighter build and lower resistance can actually be a plus because it is less tiring and less intimidating than a heavy sim setup. The weaknesses show up if you want to go deeper into sim racing. The 270-degree range, lack of proper force feedback, light pedals, and basic mounting hold you back when you try to drive clean laps in more serious titles. It's hard to be consistent with small corrections, and you will quickly reach the limits of the hardware. At that stage, most people will start looking at higher-end wheels with stronger mounting, 900 degrees rotation, and proper force feedback. So overall, the DOYO 270-degree gaming steering wheel with pedals is a very clear trade-off. You get an affordable, compact wireless wheel and pedal set that's easy to store, good enough for casual racing, and fun for family use. In return, you accept lighter build quality, simple pedals, suction cup mounting, and only basic vibration-based feedback. If that matches what you need, it can be a reasonable first step into wheel-based racing. If you want realism or plan to stay in sim racing for a long time, I would treat this as a short-term starter and budget for an upgrade later. If this overview helped you, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share your own experience with this wheel in the comments.